Esteemed colleagues, dear Mrs. Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, I would like to thank the hosts and the initiators of this high-level event and to express my appreciation for the organization of this very timely discussion on Belarus and its relations with the European Union. Such events are essential in keeping the constantly aggravating situation in Belarus high on the international community agenda. We acknowledge the courage of the citizens of Belarus and of the representatives of the opposition, standing up for their rights despite the unceasing repressive conduct of the regime. The international partners of Belarus, including Romania, repeatedly condemned the violence against peaceful civilians and called for stopping the repression and, of course, the initiation of a peaceful, inclusive political dialogue. Unfortunately, the situation on the ground has not improved. On the contrary, continuous and increasing brutality of the regime against its citizens led to losses of human lives, thousands of arrests, cases of torture, political prisoners, a situation that should not and will not be tolerated. The people of Belarus aspire for democracy and respect for human and fundamental rights. They have the legitimate expectation for an opportunity to make their own decision on the future of their country. They request respect for their fundamental rights enshrined in international law. We cannot remain passive. We have to call for the support for those who express themselves for the values which are important for all of us. Romania reaffirms its will to support the people of Belarus in building a democratic path through a state leadership democratically elected, a free civil society, free market, and the rule of law. At the same time, we have supported and continue to do so the measure of sanctions against those responsible for the repression and election fraud, as well as against those who sponsor such acts. These restrictive measures are meant to keep pressure on those acting against the will of the people for democracy, fundamental rights, and civil liberties. Since the beginning of the events in Belarus, Romania has actively expressed its concerns by political declarations at high level and by coordinating its actions within the EU and other international like-minded partners. We also supported the activation of the Moscow mechanism within the OSCE and the initiative of an OSCE mediation mission. The President of Romania, together with his counterparts from Lithuania and Poland, issued a joint declaration on our offer for a democratic Belarus, an appeal to the international community and the European Union to prepare a package of economic assistance for the democratic Belarus. These ideas were later included in the EU larger package for Belarus. Romania also contributed with €100,000 to the European Endowment for Democracy projects in support of independent media and civil society in Belarus. And at the end of last year, the Romanian government approved 100 scholarships granted to Belarusian students, an offer that is to be operationalized in the coming days. However, more needs to be done by all of us, especially in political terms, in all relevant fora, in order to respond to the expectations of the Belarusian people. The world community needs, in fact, to properly put to work all the tools it developed to support human rights and fundamental freedoms, be it at UN, EU, OSCE levels or Council of Europe and other relevant international organizations. Just as a recent example, on 22nd of January, together with colleagues present at this dedicated event, I attended the UN Security Council high-level area formula meeting on media freedom in Belarus. Romania will continue to call on the Belarusian authorities and its proxies and sponsors to stop repression and intimidation, to start a genuine inclusive dialogue with the opposition and the civil society, and to act responsibly for building social peace and prosperity based on democracy and respect for fundamental rights in a free, independent and sovereign Belarus. Once again, Mrs. Tikhanovskaya, please receive my very best wishes of success in the endeavor of Belarusian people to uphold their rights. Thank you.